Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to try to answer all of your questions you could possibly have about the stimulus checks. So the bill has passed, the checks are on the way, but I know a lot of you guys have questions. I had questions too. So now I have all my answers, so hopefully this will help you guys too. Okay, so first question, who qualifies? So almost everyone, well, the average person anyway. So if you're a single person and you made under $99,000 last year, you will qualify. If you're married and you guys made under $198,000 last year, you qualify. And you, of course, had to have filed a tax return. Okay, and this question seems to be the most confusing. So as it says here, if you are single, you will receive a $1,200 check. If you're married, you're going to receive $2,400. And you're also going to receive $500 per child. So a lot of people was thinking that the max was going to be like $3,000 because that's the number that was going around. That was just for an average of 4, just an example. But if you are a married couple with 5 children, you will receive $500 per child. So single, $1,200, married, $2,400, and if you have children, $500 per child. Okay, so when will we get these checks? We will get them very soon. So with the last stimulus checks in 2009 or 2008, it was over 6 weeks. And with the situation that we are in now, they know these checks are needed ASAP. I do not think it's going to be 6 weeks. So Trump is thinking around like April 6th. That's not realistic. I'm thinking that we will have the checks before the end of April. That's just my guess by what everybody's saying. But it's going to be quicker than 6 weeks, I really do believe. So how will you get your check? So most people will get their check direct deposited. So if the IRS has your bank account information, like for instance, if you usually get a refund, I haven't got a refund in 3 years. So the last 2 years I owed taxes because my tax bracket changed. So they still do have my bank account information from 3 years ago. I don't know if they're going to know to use that, but more than likely, if they do not have your bank account information, your check will be mailed to you. So don't worry one way or the other, even if you have to call that, the IRS and give them your address, or your bank account information. Be prepared to be on hold for a long time. Actually, if you want to hurry up and do that now, if you think that the IRS does not have your information, before the checks are actually sent, get on the phone, call the IRS, be prepared to wait, give them your information. How do you want it? Do you want it direct deposited or do you want it mailed to you? Are the stimulus checks taxable? So it says here, more than likely, they are not. Okay, a lot of people want to know the answer to this question. So if you are retired and you are receiving Social Security, even if you did not file a tax return last year, you are still eligible to get a stimulus check, which is really, really good news. If the IRS does not have your information, like I said, give them a call. You might be on hold for a while. But in such cases, it says here, government would access the data through the Social Security Administration to determine your rebate. So that seems like it's going to take a long time for some people to get their checks. If I was you, I would basically get on the phone and call the IRS. Okay, and so a lot of people want to know the answer to this question. If you are on SSI, let's see here, Supplement Security Income, SSI, a federal welfare program granted to the elderly and disabled people who are often living in poverty and in many cases aren't required to file a tax return. This here is a little bit confusing. Are they saying that they don't qualify because they don't file a tax return, or plain and simple, they don't qualify? This is the only thing that I'm unsure about. But I know a lot of people who do not work. They are receiving not SSI, but welfare and food stamps. They are really confused as to why they don't qualify. They don't qualify because this situation has not hurt them in any way. They didn't work before, they don't work now. The government is going to still take care of them with their food stamps and welfare. So no, those people do not qualify. But I am really surprised that the people on SSI who are disabled don't qualify. That I am really surprised about. Don't take my word for it 100%. I'm just reading here because I want to know the answer to this too, but it does not look like that you will qualify if you receive SSI. Okay, so I hope I answered everybody's question. If I missed something or I wasn't clear, just leave me a comment down below. The most important thing is that everyone gets back to work as soon as possible. So Trump wants to see everybody back to work by Easter, and I'm going to tell you guys why I think that's possible. So I did not lose my job. I made a video yesterday explaining the situation. So I work in pharmaceuticals. We have two buildings side by side. Each building has about 30 people. So one building is full of salespeople, and the building I work in is the administrative side and also the warehouse side. So we come to work in masks, gloves, we wash our hands, we wipe everything down, we Lysol everything, we keep our distance, we don't gather in the lunchroom and the break room, we stay in our own offices, our own area, we go to work, keep clean, keep sanitized, and go home. And if everybody else was to do the same thing, it's possible. Is wearing a mask inconvenient? It is. I don't necessarily like wearing a mask, but now it's becoming like my security blanket. It's getting worse in Michigan. It's not getting better right now. But by April 12th, I do think that a large majority of the country, maybe not New York, can get back to work slowly but surely. It's just major precautions just right now. You know, it's not going to be like this forever, but I am so overly clean at work, I'm telling you. You know, we all have gloves, disposable gloves, hand sanitizer, you know, just constant. When I leave my office to even before I even touch my door handle to get in my car and come home, I clean my hand with hand sanitizer. Whatever I happen to touch at work during the day is not coming home with me. So that's a good thing that you guys should do. You know, when you're outside, before you go back into your home, you know, sanitize your hands, wash your hands, so you're not bringing all those germs, you know, in your house. But it's a possibility. What is this $1,200 check going to do for me? Nothing. You know, I know it's not going to do much for anybody. So the most important thing is to follow the guidelines so everyone can get back to work like everyone wants to. So anyway, if you guys are new to my channel, please like this video, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching.